Oh, hey girl. Time to go out to the garden. What's up everybody? It's Alexa with Making Philo Homestead. I am taking my chai and we're going out to the garden and I'm gonna hang out with the chicken and goats for a minute. What you doing there, Tina? You trying to get up there? Hey, baby girl. All right, let's see what we got going on. So, we got the goats in here. I talked about them helping me in the garden, but we ended up just opening it up to the chickens too, which is why all the tarps are now not laying down at all, because the chickens are doing their thing. The reason why I just decided to do that is because since I'm going to be relaying cardboard over this entire thing anyway, it doesn't really matter if the chickens scratch and get it all over. You can see how they, ant pile, destroyed this cardboard right here. But I'm like, you know what? Have at it. Go for it. Do what you gotta do. So, and it's fun. It is fun to see them in here. All right, something that we need to do in the garden right now is pay attention to the sun. You see the sun behind me, it's pretty shaded. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon in January, so obviously the sun sets sooner. But one of the cool things that you can do that's important is just pay attention to the sun. Where is the sun setting? Where is it shining at different parts of the day? I like to do that at different parts throughout the year so that as you're planning where you're gonna put certain plants that you're putting in when you're thinking about shade, what gets shade, what doesn't, all of that, it's good to know, well, where's the sun during the day? Where does the sun rise? Like what's the north, east, south, west? Like sun rises in the east, right? So which side is the east side of your garden? Which side's the west side of your garden? How does that play into what you plant and where you plant? And in the different seasons that you do it. So anyway, that's one thing that I try to pay attention to is looking at how is the sun rising and setting, where is the most sun in the garden. I have had some idea of that, but I still like to look every year and just pay attention again. So that's one thing that I'm doing right now. So I just stepped outside of the garden. You can see here on the east side of the garden, this gets a lot, it has a lot of sun in it right now. Again, it's about 3:30 in the winter though, so the sun's gonna set in just a few hours compared to, July when it won't set for till like 9. But this area right here actually is pretty shaded. This is where I'm looking at doing potatoes, our sweet potato slips. Our sweet potatoes grew really well here a couple seasons ago. So this area typically does get more shade, like in those summer months and everything. It gets some good morning light and then it gets a little bit shadier. So I don't do tomatoes. I could do tomatoes here, but I usually don't do my tomatoes or my peppers here. Over here, it's so interesting because it already is a bit more shaded. I actually do my lettuces and things right in this bed. I often will put those here and they've done great every time. My kale and my lettuces have done really well here. But yeah, I just like to come out and observe it. Just kind of pay attention to where is the sun, where is it not, what time of day. My hope is to eventually become a year-round gardener. So that's another reason why I like looking at what's going on right now to kind of give me an idea for the future. So I went all the way out to the store that I go to to pick up cardboard. I get free cardboard from this company that's, like 20 minutes away from my house. They are one of those companies, you probably know about them. They sell I think it must be like Amazon returns or Amazon reject things, because anyway, they have a ton of Amazon boxes, and Amazon boxes are great because, well, these ones don't have any labels on them, and then you can use the tape from, it all decomposes and everything, or it's, biodegradable. So I've been using those to lay out cardboard. That's how I've done it every single time. Like I'll show you this picture of the first time we did it. It was all from free boxes from this place. The thing is, it's 20 minutes away. So I drove 20 minutes to get out there. I was like, okay, I'm here. It's 9:15. They open at 9. Well, turns out they opened at 10, not at 9. they open at 9 some days and 10 other days. And so I went all the way out there, but I had all 4 kids. I was like, I don't want to make you sit here for 45 minutes. And they might not even have it, because there have been times I've gone out there and then they don't even have it. So it was unfortunate. But a tip for you, if you're trying to do no dig and you want boxes or whatever, and you just want cardboard, even if it's not for the garden and you just need cardboard boxes, look up those stores that are like those bin stores, essentially, where you can go and dig through bins and find the things that you want. See if they have any leftover boxes. Now, I have shared before about how I have had some back issues. I got a herniated disc and it wasn't healing. I've gone almost 2 years, but I got the steroid injection, and it's supposed to relieve pain for 6 weeks. And then, I'm supposed to be doing a lot of PT to strengthen it. And then hopefully I can avoid surgery. So that happened last Tuesday. It hasn't fully kicked in. I guess it takes 2 to 10 days, but it is better. And that's important because behind me is our chip drop we just got. So we're going to be moving a lot of wood chips to our garden. I was like, I got the steroid shot, and then we placed that order for the chip drop because we want to get things moving and doing as much as we can in these 6 weeks. I have no idea if I'll end up having to have back surgery or not. If I do, it's like right in the midst of planting season. I don't want that to happen, but we'll see. I'm not going to go there now. I'm just going to do what I can with the time I do have. And so I'm excited because we got some logs for our wood stove to do firewood, and also just you can see back there, our fire pit. And then we have these wood chips that we're gonna use those to line our paths and everything. Chip Drop, if you're not familiar, is a really great resource. You can get free wood chips. You just go on chipdrop.com. They're in most cities, and you request a chip drop, and you can say if you want logs and wood chips, or if you just want wood chips or just want logs. You're able to designate all that, and they partner with different tree removal companies who need a place to dump what they have. They're taking down trees or making them in wood chips, and they need a place to put them. So it's a great place to work with if you are trying to get a free resource. And so we've been using it for the past few years. They're pretty reliable, I would say. So if that's something that you need, I would recommend it. Please note though, these are big drops. So for us on land, it works out. But when we lived in Cincinnati, they put it on our driveway. And when I say it took up that whole driveway, it can be a lot. So you have to be mindful of that, but it's definitely worth it if it's something that you need. So I'm down in the pond, and I say in the pond because normally I'm not able to get this far in because the pond is full, but we have not had enough rain to fill this baby up. So it is, just continuing to be really low, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm going to just trust the Lord that it'll get more full in the spring, I'm hoping. But it is actually really nice in the winter when everything is so quiet to just come and be present here. I've been trying to take more video of that and even just sharing it, because I think, especially with how stressful things can be for people in society right now, that it's actually really helpful to have those moments where you are just reminded of peace. So anyway, it's been helpful to me in my daily routine. Hopefully those little shots were helpful to you too, just to be calming. I don't have much more of an update. I just wanted to share a little something about the chip drop in particular, because I hope that can help serve some of you in your gardens. But then I also just wanted to give that update about paying attention to where the sun is, because I think that's super helpful too as we're planning. And it's never a bad day to see some goats running around. So anywho, I'm gonna leave you with that. I bless you, my friends. I thank you for spending time with me. And as always, remember that you are loved and that you are a person of great worth and value. So go and spread that, live from that place and spread it to those around you. Onward and hope always. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, now they both escaped. I actually don't mind them being in the front. The problem is that they go through the forest. That is, if you can see it, over there, there's no fence back in that area. So once you get out here, there's no fence. And so they'll go over to our neighbor's house. We gotta kid them all the way back. But I can't be mad at you. I'd want to escape too.